look at other brands and compare myself to other brands. I don't see competition. I feel like I'm in my own lane. I've created my own niche. So I don't really compare myself to other brands because we all have our own purpose.
Right.
Like whoever's trying to start a brand, especially younger females or even females my age, whatever, if you're trying to start a brand, it all starts with who you know and, what can you bring to the table?
Right.
And it's about your energy too, because if you're not here, again, doing right by others or, prioritizing peace and energy and just being a good person and positivity, you're not going to get too far because that's very important, especially as a business owner. I'm here for a reason, to create my own lane, to get my own clientele. That's why I just taught myself how to sew during COVID.
What type of sewing machine did you have? Did you like some old school machine?
I did.
Really?
My mom, my grandma and my mom, they both know how to sew. So they taught me I guess how to just stitch the normal way, just real simple techniques.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Thaddeus Shade. This is Seasonable Clout. What is it today? It's Thursday, December 14th. And I am up here with my third interview. Now, just so you don't know, I've done a lot of solo podcasts because that's what I do. I'm a weirdo. I go on rants, talk to myself like a weirdo, but Miss Brooke Lynn. Is it together like Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z, Brooklyn, New York City? Do you ever just yell? No. You don't yell like a real New Yorker?
No.
I'm walking here, nothing like that? Okay.
No.
But I have, how can I put this? Fashion designer? Brooke Lynn?
Fashion designer.
Nice, okay. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I have so much to do, but I'm here.
And I appreciate you.
Yeah, and I thank you for having me.
I know you're very busy. And so let's talk about you being an extremely dope designer. And the reason we're here right now is because I'm always impressed with somebody who has a talent, takes their talent, pushes their talent forward, and makes it work for them, right? Talk to me. I know Shop Crystals is the website, and that's where people can go. Talk to me how you get started in the lane of clothing design.
Yeah, honestly, I started my LLC during COVID, while the world shut down.
Yeah.
I started my LLC, so I think that was 2020. And from there, I started creating sweatsuits and velour sweatsuits. I know y'all remember that. Back in the day, all throughout during COVID and stuff, I created velour sweatsuits and swimwear and, selling product on Instagram. And from there, it took off.
Really?
I never had to go back to work. And
really? What were you doing before this?
Serving. I was serving at 2 different restaurants and going to school. So I have my degree in criminal justice.
Really?
From ASU.
It seems like everybody figured out what they could do during when the heart of the pandemic. You kind of figured out what you could do, and you went after that. Was you just chilling at home at one point and was like, I don't want to work, or did the pandemic shut your job down and that's why you were at home in the world of imagination at that point?
Yeah, so originally I went to ASU and I graduated in 2018. I think it was December 2018.
Hold on, let's for the graduation.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, so I have my degree in criminal justice from ASU.
Yeah.
And the whole plan was to go to law school. I wanted to be a defense attorney.
Wow.
So I'm still very passionate about that. But from there, I was just taking a couple months off, just to prepare for law school.
Right.
I got accepted to Sandra Day O'Connor. So, okay, yeah, you could clap a little for that.
Oh, you want
too.
support too? I need support now. That's what's up. I like somebody who tell me, hey, clap. No, I need some round of applause for that shit.
Not many people make it, even get accepted, So I was able to get accepted to Sandra Day O'Connor Law School, ASU.
Can you, for some people who don't know, like myself, kind of school or something with Sandra O'Day Connor, with the schools. Tell me about it. Why is that school hard to get accepted into?
It's all law school. I mean, you have to be dedicated. You have to get the correct scores, all of that in order to get into law school. You feel me?
Got you. So you basically could be like Law and Order SUV if you wanted to. You can get into all that.
I mean, to be a lawyer, I only have 3 more years of school.
Oh, that's dope.
So, that's a goal of mine eventually. Once I'm, set with all this.
Set.
To set, once I'm good with all of the designing and everything, I do plan to go back, maybe just to be a lawyer and just say I'm a lawyer too.
That's dope, yeah.
But so yeah, from there, I graduated. Took a couple months just to prepare for law school, and then during that time, like all throughout school and college and stuff, I was serving at 2 different restaurants as well.
Really?
That's how I was getting the bag, serving a little bit. So, yeah, from there, both of my restaurants that I worked at closed down.
Because of the vid,
yeah, COVID. So from there, I was like, okay, well, now I'm unemployed. I'm on unemployment. Now what?
Right.
When is my job going to open back up?
Correct.
So that's when I just taught myself how to sew during COVID.
What type of sewing machine did you have? Did you like some old school machine?
I did.
Really?
My mom, my grandma and my mom, they both know how to sew. So they taught me I guess how to just stitch the normal way, just real simple techniques. And
come on, bro. I'm working over here. My dog Winston, they know who it is. Okay, go on.
Yeah, so they taught me a couple little techniques. So I started sewing on my mom's. I don't even know. It's like 1990 something sewing machine.
1990. Wait, how old are you?
26.
26? Do you?
No, I know. I'm from I was born in the 90s, but I'm just saying, at this point, it's 2020, and that's there's way better technology now, It's like sewing machines out there. So
the sewing machine have the pedal? Or they still got pedals?
They all do.
Okay, keep going.
They all got pedals.
Okay.
So I'm sewing on this old machine. It keeps getting caught. I'm like, okay, but I'm teaching myself how to sew, and I just started creating just random little outfits. I don't even know, sweatsuits, and
nice.
My passion is streetwear, and bringing fashion and streetwear into the arenas now as an NBA designer.
Yeah, so. And I want to get to that. When it comes to your streetwear, was there anything that was inspiring you? Were you on YouTube? Were you on the gram? Is there a brand out there that was inspiring you to get into the streetwear sewing and needling and stitching? Was that?
Not really. There's a lot of inspiration just seeing the fashion that, celebrities wear and stuff. But at the same time, I try not to look at other brands and compare myself to other brands. I don't see competition. I feel like I'm in my own lane. I've created my own niche. So I don't really compare myself to other brands because we all have our own purpose.
Right.
I'm here for a reason, to create my own lane, to get my own clientele. So I create from there. So you
really were shown by your mom and your grandma, correct, on how to sew.
Yeah.
Right. You took it and basically, I'm a movie nut. So you Iron Man the situation. You basically started with pretty much just an old time machine of a sewing and got in there. So when you're sitting at the crib and you're sewing, it's 2020 and you sewing, was it real struggles into learning the process of it, or you got right in there?
No, honestly, sewing is not that hard. You could even sew. Listen, it's really not that hard.
I'll burn eggs. I've burnt eggs before, so I don't know about sewing. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to have some needle punches all in my fingers and stuff. But go ahead.
Honestly, yeah, sewing is really not that hard when you're talking about hemming some pants or something.
Right.
Hemming meaning taking it up, making them shorter or something.
Thank you for schooling me. See?
No, I just don't know. Maybe the listeners
you helping me out.
This
is your world, so I'm all the way inside of it. So it's cool. Keep going.
Yeah, so with sewing, it's more difficult when you have patterns involved and you're trying to create a jacket or a dress or something. That's where it gets more difficult versus sewing a pillow or something. That's what I started off doing. When I was way younger, my mom was like, well, let's sew a pillow, It's just a straight stitch, straight line into a square, you feel me? Yeah. So, but during COVID, I really elevated that and I was able to take a straight stitch into more.
Right. So when you, that whole process sounds, like a completing situation when you look up and you have an idea that you're going through and it's there in front of you and it came out the way you want it. How many times were you in that process where you're trying to come up with a sweatsuit or something like that? It didn't come out and you just were determined to get there. Were a lot of times like that where you just...
with sewing, I always tell people sewing is just a lot of like learning. It's a learning process as you're going. You're like, oh shoot, like maybe this isn't gonna work with this material, you know, because different materials are more difficult to sew. Like sewing denim or leather, that's not easy. It's thick material. Leather gets caught up in the sewing machine, so you have to find new techniques to do it properly.
Really?
So it's a lot of research. I didn't go to school for this.
Yeah.
I went to school for criminal justice, so I don't have all of the techniques other people do when it comes to like actually going to school for fashion.
Right.
So maybe I'll do that too. Maybe I'll go back to school and actually study fashion.
Why not? Why not? And before I continue, I just want to tell everybody: do you see? Can you grab that little nitro gummy? We're gonna keep rocking and rolling.
I'm not trying this.
Can you hold that up? You won't try that?
Not something spicy. That's not for me.
Wait,
is this an ad?
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm like, did they sponsor you?
I just want to bring that in and start doing that to where I can bring in some of these. I have a homeboy that owns Pop Exotics out there in Mesa, and he has nothing but exotic snacks and chips and soda stuff you find around the world. And I just wanted to implement that. So you won't do the little nitro, right?
No.
Okay, you put it down. We'll continue. I'm gonna convince you to do something. That's
I don't know about that hot dog either. That
no,
looks
it's not
nasty.
It's not like a hot dog. It's a gummy hot dog. It's
but
Oscar Mayer.
Does it taste like
I don't know. I don't know. You would
I'm
have
a vegetarian.
You would have.
I'm a vegetarian. I'm not eating a hot dog.
Wait, so you're hold on before we continue with the clothing. Listen, have you found some good vegetarian spots out here? Is it, some restaurants in Phoenix, AZ? Maybe somebody's visiting or they listening. You got some good. I'm a plant-based guy, so I know you the vegan. You still get a little dairy in there here and there. You got some spots you hit?
Honestly, I cook most of the time,
really?
But when I do, there's this Thai restaurant right downtown. I can't remember.
It ain't Thai Bistro, is it?
No.
No? Different spot? I don't know. It's right there.
By Hanny's, kind of.
Oh, no. Hanny's is a little over there. I don't know the name of the spot, though.
Vegan House or something, I think.
I know what you're talking about. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
But I always get, like, vegan pad thai. It's so good.
And I'm on it then. Okay.
Yeah, try that.
Back to your journey. At what point does Shop Crystals, get into your head? Did something come together and you're like, you know what, folks will buy this? Or did you start, when you started selling on the gram, did you notice the demand being there? Is that what kicked it off?
Yeah, so I actually brought my brand to LA Fashion Week. It was
dope.
Yeah, and people I started with denim. I did a lot of denim, like Swarovski crystals. I only use authentic Swarovski crystals on all my designs. So that's kind of where I got my name too, because honestly, crystals, like, I just needed to come up with a name quick so I can make an LLC and start running business, authentically and legally, I guess.
Did you do your LLC all yourself? Did you somebody help? Oh, sweet.
No,
keep going.
See,
okay,
I'm self-taught. Everything I do is me.
Same. But keep going. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, no, you're good. So I brought my business to LA Fashion Week, and people really loved the denim and everything. I was selling a lot of product right in LA. From there, I just kind of continued transitioning my business from denim to swimwear to streetwear, sweatsuits, the velour sweatsuits.
Right.
And now I, rebranded my whole business to just be strictly team gear now.
Team gear. It's just strictly team gear. So it's no longer something like you would normally see. I'm horrible at this, like a New York Fashion Week and nothing like that.
I've actually had, there's a Runway company, I guess, in New York that they've reached out and they want my product in LA Fashion Week.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just, as we continue to have fun, you got to tell me, you got into just team fashion wear. What is that? Talk to me. Drop it on me. What is the team fashion wear?
I mean, NBA is really big with fashion. You see the tunnel pics and all of that, and it's huge. So but you never see anything with the dancers or the hosts or, in the team shops.
Yeah.
You never see anything for the women. It's always the NBA players in the tunnel. So I'm like, well, why not I combine fashion, like actual streetwear fashion, and team gear. So that's my whole goal in implementing this into the NBA arenas.
So who, and team-wise, who you've worked with, I know. But would you like to share who have you worked with in the NBA?
I worked with a lot of people at this point. A lot of fans, like NBA fans, NFL fans.
Yeah.
Um,
Team wise, NBA, and
yeah,
then we'll move to NFL. Team wise, who do you work with?
yeah. So currently, I am working with the Miami Heat, the Phoenix
Dope.
Suns,
Dope.
the
Yeah.
Sacramento
Yeah.
Kings, the Clippers, the
What
Spurs,
about
the
NFL?
Timberwolves.
NFL wise,
NFL, currently I've worked with the Raiders and the Cardinals.
it's major.
I mean, this is all within 1 year though.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I gotta
how did
take
it
note. Remember, y'all,
it
this
can
is just
happen.
1 year.
It can happen at any moment. So what like how did that happen? How do you get with
Just
these are
networking.
billion-dollar businesses? How does that fall into your situation? How does that happen?
Networking. It's all been networking. I've never paid for an ad.
Oh,
I've
nice.
never, put out anything like put money in marketing at all. It's all
Yeah.
been word of mouth
Do you
advertisement.
carry like a 4-leaf clover or like a rabbit's foot or something?
No, I'm
Just
highly favored and
that's what's
blessed.
up. That's what's
And
up.
I'm always out here just putting out good energy and
Yeah,
wishing
for
others
sure.
well. And I feel like when you're doing right by others, you're going to be blessed.
Right.
So
So you said you were out here networking,
Mhm.
and hold on, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Every time I run into you, the energy is fantastic. It's
Thank you.
positive. You're smiling. It's fantastic. You run into you're networking, and did somebody just say, "Hey, I would like to do something with that with the Suns," or how did that happen? How did that transaction happen, though? How does that start?
So originally I was outside of the Footprint Center
Yeah.
selling custom jerseys. I used to like make these
Just
custom
yourself,
jerseys.
just out there,
Yes,
just
by
oh,
myself
that's dope.
in the streets
Yeah.
selling product. So it was actually it was when the Suns were in the finals with the Bucks.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay.
that's
okay,
when
okay.
it all started. So
Yeah.
I started selling these
Hold on.
jerseys.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm just random with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just random with it. So you okay, keep going.
So I was selling these
Story's
jerseys.
fantastic.
Thank you. The jerseys with the chains on the side. I know you've seen it.
I have
Everybody's
seen. I
it.
will put it up so people can see it. If they
Yeah.
haven't seen it, you got to see that. But keep
Oh
going.
yeah, I'll send you the pictures. But
Dope.
there was a TikTok that went viral. Basically, I did a photo shoot with this jersey. It had the adjustable chains on the side. The TikTok got over.
See, we should have got that. Listen, I want y'all to know. I offered her water, but I didn't have the bottled water. She looked at me and she had a frown upside. You ain't got no what?
Sorry, I'm
filtered?
very picky.
I need that Fiji. I need the Fiji. Okay, go ahead.
Spring water.
Spring water? Okay.
Spring
Spring water. Got
Mhm.
you. Okay.
Well, okay, anyways. So yeah, I'll send you the picture. But the TikTok, it went viral.
Okay.
It got over 2 million views.
Major.
And, I sold thousands of those jerseys.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, why not I go like outside and sell them too, like to these fans that are walking to the game.
Yeah.
So I'm literally walking all the way around the Footprint Center, by all these restaurants, everybody's outside, walking around, preparing for the game. So I sold thousands of jerseys outside.
What does that feel like to have something
dope.
before we get to the sales? What does that feel like to have something go viral that you've created and it's 2 million views and you're selling thousands of jerseys? I got to get into how did you even handle the packaging and shipping? Because that by yourself seems like a ton of work. How were you feeling when all that struck?
I felt good. I'm like, damn, finally I created something. I mean, the velours before that, they went crazy too. So
we missed the velours because I was I can't even say it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to say the velours that I used to wear when I was younger. I can't say it because he was in, he in some other shit. Now I don't want to say with the name brand and I don't want nobody to get mad at me. But, I used to wear them when I was younger. I had the velours too.
Yeah, so, then we brought those back, the 90s vibes and all that. So the velours were very successful too. But it's like you got to continue creating to sell and, keep up with the trends.
Right.
So, I created this jersey. It went viral. It felt amazing, like just, seeing these people wanting to wear my product too. That's a big deal. So from there, I was walking around the arena.
Yeah.
Sold all those. Then I started going to the Suns games a little bit. I'm like, okay, let me see what these fans are wearing,
Right.
Just keep that in mind. And then a couple months later, then I was walking around the arena again, and I ran into one of the players' managers. He was like walking outside, and we just ran into each other.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, wow, I really love that jersey. Can I put it in a fashion show tomorrow? Because basically literally it's alignment, complete alignment. So I'm standing on the corner of don't even know what the streets are. Jefferson and something by the
Yeah,
arena.
Jefferson and something. We'll go with Jefferson and something. It's cool.
Yeah. So I'm standing on the corner, literally selling these jerseys, and one of the players' managers right there, and the jersey that my friend was wearing, because this time my friend was with, and she was wearing the jersey of the player that he manages.
Okay, got you.
That makes sense.
I got you. I know you speaking in code. I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You can't really say, okay, I got you.
Yeah, so she's wearing that player's jersey, and he's like, wow, I want to put that in a fashion show tomorrow. I'm like, okay, bet. So he ended up bringing us into the game, giving us family credentials, and taking the jersey from her and bringing it into the fashion show the next day.
Oh, wow.
So at this point, we got credentials to the Suns game. We're like, okay, let's make something happen.
Yeah.
So from there, I actually just walked up to the Phoenix Suns host. I seen her on the court, walked up to her and was like, hey, can I design for you? I have some like custom ideas that I want to make for you. And she's like, okay, like instantly we clicked. To this day, we're good friends. I was just in the Bahamas with her in October.
Wow.
Like we're tight.
Well,
we're
you ain't
good
just
friends.
gonna mention the Bahamas and not say how was the Bahamas?
Oh, it was good.
You was
it
out
was
there
beautiful.
living life? You know what I'm saying?
We honestly slept. We were there napping on the beach.
Sounds right.
We're both so busy. Her name's Alicia, the Phoenix Suns host.
Nice.
So
Hi,
we're
Alicia.
tight. Hi, Alicia, if you're listening. Honestly, I'm gonna say she changed my life. Like that day.
That's the one right there. Okay.
She changed my life. Like she has like all of these people staring at her every single game. You know, there's 17,000 people in the Suns arena every single game, and she wears my custom designs on the court every single game for almost 2 years now. So
is there a like you every game you make something for her?
Every single game. Literally after this, I gotta go home and make her a jersey.
I'm annoying with the claps. You know what I'm saying? This is my Maury crowd. You know what I'm saying? They get a little ruckus sometimes, but they here to cheer. They here to support. So you do something every game.
Every game.
And y'all collab on stuff. Y'all talk about things and
so thankfully she just trusts my vision. And she's like, okay, what you got for me tomorrow? You know, and this week was very busy. So there was a game yesterday and the day before.
I know.
And now there's one tomorrow.
You know the game. Listen, you look over here. You see this? What's up there?
Okay.
You see what happened?
Yeah.
The game y'all had.
I see the Snickers.
You see the name of the Snickers? You see the Currys?
Were you at the game?
No, I was at home. Man, I almost tipped over everything and knocked things over. Look behind you right there. Look behind you. See that pop right there? This is Curry Nation. This is Steffi Nation right here.
I'm like, what am I looking at? There's so much over there.
But yeah, I saw the game. Believe me, I was hurt. I was destroyed.
Wait, so have you been to a game?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to me and my lady. We went to a Suns game and seen the Warriors last year around November, and I'm a Steph Curry nut. So it's okay.
Wait, so how you feel about this Draymond Green?
That's what I'm saying. So you saw what happened, and it brought a little tear to my eye because I knew as soon as it happened, you just knew that my guy was gone. He was gone, and I didn't expect all of this, but he's gone. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect indefinitely, but I get it. You know what happened and what he's been doing. It's been a different year for him. So as a fan, you hurt, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? But I also do root for the Suns when they're not playing the Warriors because I'm an NBA nut, and I've seen your work consistently and all the time. It's just fantastic. But I don't want to stop the journey. So y'all do y'all pull from? Do you and Alicia pull from anything when you guys are coming up with something?
No, and it's mostly my ideas. Again, like she trusts my vision, so
That's
it's
dope.
like. Well, sometimes she's like, well, I feel, I want to be warmer today. I want to be more covered up. So I'll make her like a blazer. And, I always try to put my clients' autonomy first because I'm not trying to change their style or change who they are or what they're comfortable in. Right. I want to make sure they're comfortable at all times, especially when you're on the court in front of 17,000 people. You need to be comfortable, confident, all that. So... yeah, she gives me, like, ideas. Sometimes she's like, well, I have to do something after this, so let's do something a little bit more comfortable today, like a flannel or a sweatsuit or something like that versus, a blazer,
Nice.
So, yeah, she'll tell me, like, what she's in the mood for, but other than that, it's mostly
it's coming from your imagination. Willy Wonka pops in again. So when you move, your Suns is your home base, you done built it, this is what you're on. How did you get with the Heat? How does that... that train roll over to Miami and that situation there?
Yeah, it's all
Are you doing the
networking.
same thing? Are you they're host of the night? Are you providing them with the same gear?
Yeah, so I actually have a collab going right now with her name's Kelly. She is with she's a host too.
Oh, nice.
So I've been able to just network. It's all been networking. It's been social media. You know, the Timberwolves, I work with them as well. I'm actually going to Minneapolis this weekend,
Oh yeah,
and
so
then Miami
you
right
got to wear
after.
about 4 or 5 bubble jackets. I got you. You got to wear the triple
Oh
coupe
my gosh,
down. It's
I'm
cold.
from the north, so I know what it is, but I've been in Arizona for 12 years,
Yeah.
so I've been accustomed to this weather now.
Yeah, your
So I'm
body
like
change.
a little
Yeah,
afraid
I'm
to
from
go up
Kansas
there right
City,
now.
so yeah, I'm from Missouri, so I definitely know about the cold. So you from the north, so you know about going out, scraping the ice.
Oh my gosh, don't talk to me about that. I moved to Arizona to get away from that.
You ever had to
So,
shovel snow before?
yes, my family has videos of me like offering to shovel.
You act like
I
I'm
don't
not
know
gonna
why.
ask one. Can I get one of the videos? No,
Mm-mm.
can't get one of the videos. Okay.
Yeah.
I always used to have to do it, and my grandma had a driveway. Now listen, we're poor, right? So I never understood how she had a fantastically long driveway. I can't get, a decent Happy Meal, but she had this driveway that extended forever. So when we went over there, the first thing that was, can you go down and get the shovel and go to the drive? And it was a process.
Yeah.
And I mean a process. So I don't miss the snow at all. I can
Mm-mm.
visit it, but I don't miss it.
See, I don't even want to visit it. I'm only going because I design outfits
Yeah.
for the NBA dancers. They're going to be wearing it on the court, so I'm going to get some content,
Yeah.
see it, network.
That's
And then
cool.
I'm dipping. I'm literally there for less. I think it's like 12 hours on the dot.
Do you have like a packaging for them? What's the packaging? Like you hook up the packaging, but what you put the gear in? Do you have like a special box or anything? Like, how you get? Yeah, you design the box?
Not a box. You're sending a lot of product, and it gets very expensive with how heavy the product is.
I got you.
So I try to limit that because I'm not trying to charge $500-600
Right.
to ship some product. So I have to consolidate as best as I can. But yeah, it's still in good packaging.
Okay.
That's in.
Your materials, where are you getting? Can you talk about that? Or is it like a secret?
No, it's not a secret.
Where you get your materials from? How you figure out what materials you're going to use and vendors and all that stuff? How do you figure that out? How'd you work that out?
It's a lot of research. A lot of research. You have to buy and test materials. Again, it's taken me a long time. I've worked with the NBA for a little bit over a year now.
Right.
But even before that, I had to do a lot of research and just test materials. So.
Pressure on you when you're designing? Do you feel pressure? Or you just let it?
Yeah.
There's
a lot of pressure, especially working with the NBA. They have a lot of deadlines. So, and their budget and stuff, they don't get that approved until maybe a month or two before they need the product. And all of this is customized, like 100% customized. I'm not getting just like sweatsuits or something wholesale. This is all one of one for the NBA.
Oh, that's
customized from the straps, just everything. Everything about this product is customized.
I can only imagine the research.
Yeah, hours. I barely slept the past, since June probably.
And never nothing like you be on TikTok or the gram, nothing really strikes you and you sprinkle a little bit of it here and a little bit of it there. Do you get ideas from social media and stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and there's some creators and stuff that I'm like, oh, I really like how they styled that. Let me, but I don't look at brands or anything because that ruins your creativity as a creator.
Right. Yeah.
So you don't want to steal anybody's ideas.
Here goes a random moment of who is the best dressed in the NBA.
That's hard. I feel like I'm not gonna say names. I'm really not.
No.
But there's been a couple people on the Suns that I'm like, okay, they could dress.
Yeah.
But this year, not so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you, outside of teams and in NFL and NBA, have you done customs for other athletes?
No, my target audience isn't necessarily the player themselves. It's more the mamas, the wives,
Yeah, that's cool.
sisters, the daughters,
Yeah.
the son's fans.
Is it cool to see mom and daughter wearing your gear together? You've seen that a lot?
So cool. I've actually designed for Seidel Curry Lee. That's Stephen Curry's sister.
You know, listen, what I just talked to you about.
I know you love.
Look at the shoes. Look at the pops. You already know. As soon as you heard Curry, I'm about to ask you, can I meet the third cousin of the third cousin? Is that possible? No, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I designed for her and her son last year. So I designed them custom joggers and flannels, so they were matching. And it was super dope. Like, it's just crazy the amount of people I've been able to network with just being in these NBA arenas.
That sounds crazy.
You know, that was just in alignment as well. I actually met her mom first.
Really?
So Stephen Curry's mom. Yeah. And they're all so dope. They're so sweet. So I met her at the game, and she's like, wow, my daughter would love your stuff. So she was able to connect us.
That is major.
It's cool.
I don't even know what to do right now. I'm like, I'm actually in a little bit of shock right now. That's really cool.
Wait, you never seen it on my page?
No, like, I don't. So the thing about it is, if you've seen me, I am a social media nut. That's how I make my money. I'm a nut. I'm a crazy for social media. So that's how I make my ducats. So I'm always on there.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to build, and I'm always trying to figure out what's coming around the curve and how do I stay relevant from the young audience and stuff like that. So I'm always on there. But the way I'm on there, I'm always searching. You know, I'm always diving into different videos, marketing videos, all types of stuff. So I don't get a chance to see my own timeline. But when I lock in, and I pay attention to what you do, that's how I see. But I didn't see the Steffi. I've seen a lot of other stuff. I haven't seen the family of the Currys rocking, but I'm going to, because now I'm like, I'm running over there. So,
well, it's like her husband actually plays for the Suns.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah.
That's why, like, her mom was at the game and stuff. Yeah. So
okay, so there's nobody in the fashion world that you would want to meet. There's nobody you would be like, you know what? If I can meet this person that's in the fashion world or that's in the same lane, or maybe they own a brand that you made. Wait, is everything you have on? You rock your own? No?
I do most, like when I go to the games, again, I design team gear. So,
you
know, but I enjoy wearing other brands too because it's exhausting. Like, I'm about to step out. Let me make something. It's so...
I get it.
It's tiring.
Does it ever feel like just a straight up job sometimes? You'd be like, or do you just because you love it, you doesn't?
Yeah, sometimes when I'm up at 5 a.m. literally working all night, I'm like, oh my gosh, is this real life? But no, I enjoy everything I do. The traveling, the networking, just meeting so many people, getting to wake up and do what I do every single day.
It's badass, right?
Yeah, I love it.
So again, there's nobody out there in that world, in that atmosphere, that you'd be like, you know what? If I met this person that's in the same lane as me, it's pretty badass.
Honestly, I would love to meet Tiana Taylor. I feel like her style is fire, and I definitely get some inspiration from her. I'd love to meet her, and I'm manifesting that right now.
There you go. What is some of the fits or some of the pieces that she's put together do you have anything you can just drop to me that I'm gonna go take a look and see what she's that's it. It is dope. Anything that she's rocked where you was like, yeah, that's dope.
Not
do you
that
remember?
I could think of. Yeah, it's like I'll be scrolling on social media and like, oh, that's fire, you know. Yeah. But nothing I can actually think of.
You're not in the Skims world or nothing like that.
Not really. I have mad respect for her though. Yeah, like as a woman entrepreneur, it's very difficult.
For sure.
Especially in this industry. The NBA is not easy for females. Right. You feel me? Like, you really have to hustle.
Did you run into some of that, or do you feel like once you started to get into that process, you've seen that it was a little tough to get all the way in the door? Or
I feel like everything so far has been in alignment. Everything has gone very smoothly. Yeah. I just take note of a lot of things I witness, because I'm not an employee. I have my own business, right, and I just partner with these NBA teams to create custom designs for their dance teams and the hosts. Nice. So, I just take note of a lot of things I see and notice. It's just not easy for females, especially female entrepreneurs. It's difficult to be taken seriously. Yeah. But that's why I prioritize my presence and where I'm at. I'm very picky on who I surround myself with. just all of that. You have to protect your energy at all times
Right.
because you never know who's watching. You
For
never
sure.
know who's looking. I'm a businesswoman first. So.
That's dope. If you
Yeah.
got another young lady that comes up to you, she's in the same world as you, and she has some questions, you open for, do you drop that knowledge to somebody or to a young lady that's trying to do the same thing? I know there's a word everybody uses about gatekeeping and not sharing, but do you feel like you're a person that, no, I'm gonna give you some game. I'm gonna school you a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm always putting people on game for
Yeah.
sure on how to start your business, how to get started as a designer and just the process. But I'm definitely not going to tell exactly
The
what I
secret
do
sauce, yeah.
because, but it all starts with networking. And I will always tell everybody that, like whoever's trying to start a brand, especially younger females or even females my age, whatever, if you're trying to start a brand, it all starts with who you know and what can you bring to the table?
Right.
And it's about your energy too, because if you're not here, again, doing right by others or, prioritizing peace and energy
Right.
and just being a good person and positivity, you're not going to get too far because that's very important, especially as a business owner.
Would you ever, I don't know if this is a thing, I could just be shooting from the hip. Is it possible at one point further in your career, maybe next year or maybe even sooner, you would put together like your own, is that a thing, a lookbook? Is that a thing that you've done for the NBA? Have you done anything like that or?
Yeah, so it's all on my phone. I
me.
just keep it low key because I share what I want to share on social
Right.
media.
Right.
I don't share my personal life or anything like that. But
I
I
feel
do have
that.
a lookbook and it's in my phone. Yeah, just keep that
Maybe
low key.
one day? Maybe one day
day.
you put it out?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there a next step but wait a minute, the average person could, woman could go on and to Shop Crystals and buy the same stuff that Alicia was?
Mm-hmm.
They could just head on and
So right now I have my website. It's up. But I took everything down because I just had a collaboration with the Footprint Center, which is the arena the Suns play in.
Yeah.
I just did a collaboration with them. We did a whole giveaway for the Devin Booker woven hoodie that I created.
Oh, yeah.
And that was literally
That
designed,
is
sewed,
dope.
everything by me. Thank you.
That is fire.
Thank you.
You did all that?
Yeah, so the images that are on there were created by my graphic designer.
Yeah.
I had it printed on woven material. Well, actually, it's literally weaved, the images.
Yeah.
And then sewed a hoodie out of that. I originally did the first one for Devin Booker's dad.
Really?
He wore the very first one back in, I think it was April.
Yeah.
He wore the first one I ever sewed. And from there, I've been able to just elevate it. And now it has a satin inside, like the hood, in the body, the sleeves. It's all satin inside. It has zippers, so you can get it on easily.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we did a collab with the Footprint Center.
How do you even, my brain doesn't even work like that. How do you come up with something like that? The zippers on the side and all that stuff. How do you, and then the sizing, how do you work the sizing? I got so many questions. How do you work the sizing of something like that?
It's a hoodie, so it's not too complicated with the sizing. You just take measurements from other hoodies. There's templates out there. So that part isn't difficult. I'm all about functionality when I design my products as well. I want to make sure it's easy to get on because the woven material is not stretchy at all.
Yeah.
So that's why I added zippers on the side. That way it just opens it a little bit to make it easier to get on. And then I added satin inside just because, people wear their hoods up a lot. And
right.
That's not good for your hair, the woven material. So make sure to put satin inside.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the first one was created for Devin Booker's dad, Melvin.
That's amazing.
And he wore that one to the game. And from there, people loved it. So I'm like, okay, let me create more of these.
Right.
And yeah, the Footprint Center reached out just a few weeks ago, wanted to do a collab. So we did a whole giveaway and posted that on Instagram just last week. And the engagement was crazy. There was at least 6,000 likes, over 3,000 comments, people wanting this hoodie.
Wow.
So I only have that on my website. That was the whole point in telling you all that.
I want the story. That's amazing.
Yeah.
When you have to do a custom project like that, and it's just you, right? How long does that take you to get done? Or is it by order, or is it they want a certain amount?
Yeah, so I have a team now. Back then when I was doing velours and all that,
Yeah.
that was on me.
Yeah.
And my mama was helping me package. Shout
Ah,
out to my
shout
mama.
out to moms.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Fam is everything.
Yes, so but now I have a whole team helping me, especially with these hoodies because they are hand sewn by myself and my team,
Yeah.
all perfected. So yeah, it does take some time, especially to actually create the material itself. Again, it's all like woven, literally the image is woven in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it takes some time, but I feel like we've been able to get these hoodies out pretty quickly. I say my processing time is between like 2 to 4 weeks just because most of my products are custom made to order.
Right.
So, but yeah, so I got like at least 15 of them sent out today. So that was cool.
Jesus, it sounds like an amazing situation. And then it also can seem kind of daunting. You know what I'm saying? When you see the amount of orders or amount of people that want it, you're like, geez.
Honestly, it's beautiful.
I bet it is.
In my opinion, like seeing all that, I actually had tears. I'm like, wow.
That's amazing.
I worked so hard to get here, just hustling day in, day out, all night long.
Are you satisfied? This is where you're comfortable at, or do you got more?
Never comfortable.
What is more? What is more? Where you want to go next with it?
Honestly, just keep expanding and elevating. That's what I always say. Like, there's no end to this. There's a million sports fans out there, whether it's NBA, NFL, MLB. It doesn't matter. Like, even high school teams, college teams, you have to just continue.
When you were a young lady, this is something that you wanted to do?
It's crazy because I never thought I would be like an actual fashion designer.
Yeah.
But remembering back, I used to tell my mom, like, I want to design,
That's cool.
Then they always wanted me to be like, have a good job, a good career, which that's what they were taught. So they continued on to teach us to, have a good career and all that. So that's why I pursued law. And, I'm still very passionate about that. So I do want to continue that in the future.
I mean, I got some folks back home that might need you, so I might have to go ahead and cheer on you going through and getting that law degree and becoming a lawyer. So, family wise, mom's the biggest inspiration that you, when you was young, was it mom's that was she inspires me. She fuels me. Is that who that was for you as a little one?
Of course. Well, both of my parents, they were also entrepreneurs. Growing up, my brother and I would just be with my family at all times. They had businesses as well.
Yeah.
They owned, a sports store. They owned a movie store, a pizza restaurant, all before we moved to Arizona.
Right.
So I grew up watching entrepreneurs do that, do what they do, just hustle. So that was my whole life. And
don't mind me. You can keep going.
No, you're good. Yeah, so my parents were entrepreneurs as well. So just taking note, even though I didn't know back then, I was watching them, taking notes on that. And now I'm like, oh, that makes sense. So my dad to this day gives me advice on like business tactics and stuff. Because again, I didn't go to school for this.
Right.
So he's very knowledgeable on that.
That's dope.
My mom too, like they're both just very smart, giving me advice and just always being there for me.
You got a good support system.
I do. My parents, they've been married for over 30 years. So they're just,
that poster for love. That's what the end game is. Finding somebody that you can, go through decades with. So, Christmas is here. Holidays is here. I know Thanksgiving passed. Are you a big holiday person? I like to get into you now. We know that you fire and going to continue to be fire, and do amazing work. You're not a big holiday person?
I'm not.
You the Grinch?
I'm not the Grinch, but I'm into conspiracies and all that.
Okay,
so
now
we don't gotta get into that though. I got a business to run. I can't be talking about all that.
But you ever had a YouTube moment where you just rabbit hole in it?
Every day. What? That's literally what I listen to all day, every day when I'm working, when I'm sewing, when I'm pressing, everything. I'm not listening to music ever.
No music at all?
Rarely. If I listen to music, it'll be 1 Tory Lanez or 2 meditation music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nice. So other than that, I'm always listening to ebooks and, just, going down the
What's the last ebook you were, rocking?
I was just listening to The Mountain Is You. That's not a conspiracy theory.
No, I know, but like an ebook? Was that the ebook you were jamming out to? What is that?
Well, The Mountain Is You is all about just self-sabotage and like getting
Okay.
past that,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
lot of things in life that we don't even realize that we're doing that we can fix.
For
So
sure.
it's always about elevation in those type of ebooks and audiobooks that I'm listening to while I work.
Nice. Yeah, I'm getting more into the YouTube. Like my boy Craig Visions, he's a YouTuber. Everything that he's diving into is YouTube. Is that mostly where you get watching?
Honestly, TikTok is really good for a lot of conspiracy theory
Yeah.
videos.
So you can't talk about it, but can I ask, can we ask about aliens a little bit? You believe a little bit, for sure.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I won't go no further. I can see how you look.
No, you're good. No, I believe in a lot of, we don't got to go too deep into that. I'm going to scare some people away, but I'm very knowledgeable on a lot of things that people don't like to hear about. So.
Yeah. And we talked before we got on here. You don't do no water. I mean, you don't do no coffee, so not coffee, nothing like that.
Nope. So I drink water, spring water, bottled spring water.
I want to remember that. I got to take the notes down for that. Name a few of your spots that you enjoy in the city, like in your food spots. I know we talked about the Thai spot, Vegan Hut, or Vegan House.
I think it's called Vegan House.
Vegan House. I think that's the spot because I order from all these places because I'm lazy like that. But yeah, give me a couple of the spots around the city that you like to go to eat at.
If I go out, I like to go to Mastro's or Ocean 44. But remember,
so
y'all, I be paying for my own shit, okay?
She like to spend the ducats. That she don't play about the meals.
If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna treat myself,
right?
Because I've worked so hard. So yeah, but I always get the Caesar salad. Literally everywhere I go, but they're always fire. You cannot go wrong with the Caesar salad.
What was something as a kid like that was your snack? That was your food? Do you remember that? Just maybe you go back to it today. Maybe you enjoy it still to this day. But what was a snack or like a food you just loved when you was a kid?
That's a good question. I mean, I like chips. That's something I do.
You a chipper? You a snack on the chippers?
I do like chips.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know.
No. Okay.
I wasn't always like vegetarian.
How are you feeling now? Feeling a little snacky?
No, you're trying to get me to eat these snacks.
Can you grab the donuts? What about the donuts? They're like cool little donuts.
Chocolate sauce. I don't know. Oh, let me show the camera this side. My bad.
Wait, do I have to make those?
I don't know.
I love the fact that we just randomly.
I think you do. It says make donuts.
Oh, do I?
Yeah,
so that means you're forced to eat the.
Don't make me eat that. That's nasty.
You think I would? You think I'll fail you?
Should we turn the camera? Wait, you're not even on camera, are you?
No, this is just. It's all you. You're the most important person here.
All right, let me take my camera out. We're gonna post this too.
Well, I'm out of shape, so you can't put me on camera. I look out of shape.
We putting you on camera today.
All right, so I'm gonna try to show the people this. Oh wait, it's on that camera right now because my other one's charging right now. So
yeah, let me record this, okay? Right. You could go ahead and eat that. It's a hot dog, but does that mean it's hot dog flavor?
No, it's not hot dog flavor.
I think it is. It's upside down.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So I can get away from the camera because I'm scared of the camera. I don't.
Why are you scared of the camera? It's artificially flavored, but does that mean it's hot dog flavor?
I promise you. Can you? I promise you.
Why is it so funny?
You gonna try it? Just a little snippety. I promise you'll love it. So
wait, did you already? There's one missing.
Yeah, there is. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's good. I promise you.
Wait, so it's not hot dog flavor?
No, I would never do that to you. That is jackass type stuff. Just a little nipple. No,
don't make me eat that. I don't even eat candy.
Is there like a charity that can I donate to something for you to do it? What can I do to convince you to enjoy just a little Oscar Mayer hot dog gummy? There's not a kid on earth right now that needs saving.
You could go give those away. That's nasty.
All right, I'll let you live on this one.
Hot dogs.
I'll let you live on this one. Do you got in this city it's a lot of nonsense and stuff like that, but do you got like a good set of homegirls, or you just got like one best friend, that's it, like that, or you got like a whole crew?
I do have friends, but we're all entrepreneurs, so it's not like a clique or anything. Nothing like that.
Is the whole group chat just business?
Pretty much.
Yeah?
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, my girl right now, my closest friend, she's
Yeah.
actually in the East Coast.
Oh
So,
wow.
but she's a business owner as well. So she just be out there exploring, traveling,
Would you
financially
ever?
free.
You? I
So,
know you don't like the snow, so you probably would never move to the East Coast, would you?
no. I
No.
mean, if I did, it would be Miami. I guess you could say that's the East Coast.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
over there.
Who wouldn't move to Miami outside of
Yeah.
the
I
hurricane?
mean,
You
I'm
deal with
going there.
hurricanes?
No, I've never
You
dealt
would,
with
but you
that.
would to move to
I don't
Miami. You would.
know.
It
See,
just
that's why I really
feels
like Arizona.
that's now
There's a
we.
little dust storm, but
That's
that's
it, and
nothing.
that's why like. Ultimately, I wanted San Diego.
Hmm.
San Diego is my spot that I would like to hang my cap up, be old, and be wise next to a beach in San Diego. But my problem is they occasionally have some weather and some earthquakes I do not fuck with. Here in AZ,
There's nothing.
I just deal with the sun, an occasional dust storm, and that's pretty much about it.
Hmm.
And so, would you ever leave AZ?
I would for a little bit, but not to like retire somewhere
You wouldn't
else.
go over to Paris and live in
I
Paris?
don't know. I've never
Oui,
been,
oui,
so
bonsoir. No, no.
I would love to visit, but I don't know. There's a whole different world out there that I haven't experienced yet, and I really plan to travel more as I continue success and
Right,
become more and more financially free. It takes funds to get over there. So,
right, right,
as
right, right.
right now I have a business to run, so I
Yeah,
can't go too far for too long, but that is the goal to travel even Dubai and Maldives, all that. I
yeah.
love it.
It sounds amazing.
Mhm.
You got a business to run, and I know that the toughest thing, because at one point I was doing shade hats, listen, that was a long time ago. Don't worry about it. We need a DeLorean to find out how far I had to go back to when I was doing that. But the toughest thing that I found when I was doing that is, when you want to do other things and something is rolling, right? Trying to find somebody to put in place
Oh, that's my
to
biggest problem. Yeah.
I don't feel like you could just go to was it Indeed or LinkedIn? I feel like you need to find somebody that has that same type of passion that you have to know that your baby is okay.
Yeah.
You ever thought about that in part of that, finding somebody that
Yeah.
it feels like it's almost an impossible task?
I mean, that's very difficult for me,
Yeah.
especially with who I work with. Obviously, I work with very high-end clientele,
Right.
so you can't just trust anybody. And I have NDAs in place for everything.
Nice.
NDAs in place for everything. So, but it's very hard to find employees. Even
Yeah.
now, people, they want to be a part of the team. They want to model and all that, and I love that. It's beautiful to see people want to work with me, but it's also very difficult to find people to trust.
Well, what if there's some
So,
ladies out there that want to model for you? What do they have to do?
I
Do
mean,
you have models? You seek
loyalty,
out
I
models?
do.
Okay.
Yeah. Loyalty is number one for me.
Okay.
So, I,
Philly feels really Sopranos right now. Loyalty, but go ahead.
yeah. I mean, I'm very big on principles in
Yeah.
general. Like
Okay.
loyalty is huge. So right now, my main model, Nafia, she's been rocking with me since I started my business in
That's cool.
2020.
Yeah.
So she's been modeling for me since then.
Nice.
So I'm big on loyalty. You just gotta prove yourself, I guess.
Right. Yeah, I'm
So,
assuming like having a little bit of that fashion mind and
mhm.
stuff has to be there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you'll always be doing some sort of designing and sewing and you feel like that's something that you'll always be, or you feel like there'll be a point where, okay, this is rolling and now I want to do this and it's not
Mhm.
necessarily fashion.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I
all
know you do. I know
about.
you want to do. We know you want to lock folks up or
Mhm.
prosecute because you're gonna be a
No,
lawyer.
no, no, no
Do, do, do,
prosecution.
do,
I
do,
don't.
do.
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's Law and Order. Okay, go ahead.
No, not prosecution. Defense attorney.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
yeah, I'm on this
Diddy
kind of
needs one
team.
of them. Okay, got.
Oh.
I'm just keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all about multiple forms of income too. So you never know. Like maybe this will work itself and I can step aside while it's still operating
Right.
and, in the future and continue on. But yeah, multiple forms of income. So you just never know what that's going to look
Right.
like.
And this is wild. Because you get the traffic that you get. I'm assuming your TikTok does pretty well, pretty
Yeah.
good. Do you make dollars off your platforms?
Mostly just through sales. I
Yeah.
did try the TikTok creator fund or whatever.
Right.
I didn't see too much success with that. Maybe I'll try it again. I've heard other people make a lot from there.
Yeah.
Currently, I do have bonuses on Instagram,
Nice.
so
Yeah.
I can profit on there.
So is how did you use social media? I know you talked about the 2 million. Was that just something that you was like, I just put it up and I showed it, or did you edit it a certain way? Did you use any apps? And like, because I'm like I said, I'm social media. I'm psycho for it. I love it.
Don't you remember you helped me with my social media like forever ago?
Did I?
I think that's how
Do
we
you see the
met. Maybe
grays?
not.
The grays in here. I'm old.
Wait, where did we meet? Did we meet at International?
South Africa. You know what I'm saying? No, it probably was international.
I think that's maybe where we met, but you did help me with social media. I think you were helping me like grow my page or something.
Oh, that's dope.
Forever ago.
Listen, it's something about social media that's always driven me because it's free. I don't think a lot of people understand free. So I'm going to take your lane, for example. And we're going to talk about Gucci. We're going to talk about Versace. We're going to talk about, give me another brand.
Dior.
We're going to talk about those brands. And we're going to think about when they came up and how they got big and what they had to do, whether they had to get press in magazines or they had to buy billboards or they had to newspapers or word of mouth to get into to a space or something like that. Now you have multiple free platforms where you can sit back and in a world of imagination, you get Willy Wonka on you and you could just think of things and you can put your ideas out there and the dollars are there. And that's why I feast off of it so much, because it's like, it's free. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Yeah. And, as much as, I complain about the squeeze that, like, I'll use IG, for example. I know you're just looking at me like, this motherfucker's gone. It ain't even about me no more. The squeeze that IG puts on you to, like, your engagement, right? And I know what that's about. They're, like, a very popular platform. They have a hard time making dollars, right? So they put a squeeze on you. And, like, I always use Kim as, like, an example, right? Kim is, like, this person who can create something, drop it, and it sells out. Now, as a business like Instagram, you're like, this is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? She just made millions of dollars in a matter of seconds. For us, she did it for free. So they put a tight vice grips on your engagement to get you to pay for ads, but it's still free and you can still use it. And I love the fact that you found a lot of success off of the platform, or TikTok, I should say. So I'm learning TikTok. My lady's like I call her AR-15 at TikToks because she'll just send them to me.
Oh, like, you're not really on TikTok?
So I'm learning.
Okay.
I'm learning.
That's really where the money's at with the brand deals.
For sure.
Stuff.
Yeah. Do you you consider yourself an influencer?
I don't really like that term.
I don't either, but that's what I have to use,
I always preach impacting and inspiring other people. That's very important for me and my business also. Just being able to share the success, but also impact other people while I'm doing it, through fashion. But so I don't really like the term influencer.
I don't like it either.
So no.
Yeah. So you're a Target fan?
Yeah.
You're a Target? Okay.
I'm an Amazon fan, really. I don't have time to go shopping, so.
Right. So you want me to use Target's cool? It's just cool, huh? It's not like a place that's, full of hope and dream. You're just going to downplay Target.
I know a lot of people love Target, which I see why. It's nice there.
It's comfortable. It's nice. Everybody seems to be quiet. It's not a loud place. You go into Walmart, there's an ass whooping happening. There's an old lady screaming. But Target has this, it's nice in here. I'm going to spend some money. Yeah. But I'll use Amazon. Since you're an Amazoner, I'm an Amazoner too. All right. You could choose 2 people, dead or alive, to come over to your crib, celebrity-wise. This is celebrity-wise. Dead or alive, come over to your crib, and y'all can all just go on Amazon shop and talk. Who would you have come over to your crib to go Amazon shopping with?
That's a hard question for me because...
have fun with it.
I just don't... I don't know.
Are you gonna do something? You got to eat the gummies, or you got to give me? You got to give me through it.
Somebody who's wealthy that could put me on game, because we'd be talking. I don't know.
Dead or alive, though.
I just don't. I don't.
Like a Elon Musk. No. See, now I'm naming it because no.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
No, the reason behind it is, again, conspiracies, because,
So you got something, we're going to talk on, we're
I
going to
mean, we
talk
all know
about
about Hollywood,
it.
all that.
Yeah,
So
we do. So there's no,
I'm not going to say too much, but
what
I don't
about,
think I want anybody over my house.
I respect it. I don't, if it wasn't for me knowing you, so I've had three, and everybody I've had in my spot, I know. Other than that, if I don't know you, I'll move it from out of the crib and we'll go somewhere else because I'm really worried about my energy and who comes in here. And I'm sorry that you have the conspiracy and I got the light up Christmas tree next to you. I feel like I'm cheating you right now because the light up Christmas tree is right there.
No, it's okay.
I'm scared of you. I'm scared. But is there anything out there you want to share with the audience, with the people listening? Because we're done. Yeah, we.
Done?
Oh yeah, we did damage. Oh yeah, we did damage.
It's been an hour.
Oh yeah, 58 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah. So talk to me.
Away.
Yeah, tell me. And they can find you on social media, your TikTok. You want to drop all that?
Yeah. So my Instagram is by Brooklyn. Make sure you spell it right with the E and a double N.
Yeah.
So by Brooklyn on Instagram and TikTok. My business Instagram is shop_crystals with a Z.
Nice.
So yeah, all my social medias, TikTok, all that.
You got away with not eating, not a nan sweet. So we'll just move on. I am Thaddeus Shade. This is Seasonable Clout. You can find me on Instagram at Thaddeus.shade. You can find me on Twitter at Thaddeus. You don't be on Twitter?
No.
Listen.
Not really.
Twitter is a place of comedy.
You can make money on there too, huh? Or not so much.
Twitter is a place where adult content makes money. If you're in the adult, but it is the place where you can actually share your opinion and feel like people really hear it.
Do you go on Threads? Is that
no, I don't. Let me see here. Let me see. What is Threads like? Threads is like, I don't know. I don't like Threads at all. It happened and then it was gone. It seemed like it caught its buzz and then it was gone. But maybe it'll pop back up. But Brooklyn, I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Very talented, very amazing, very dope. The energy's special. And I want to thank you for coming on and just chatting with me and looking at my recliner that I don't let nobody sit in that. That's my baby right there. I care about that damn thing. No, thank you very much. And I appreciate you for coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Peace. All right, let me see here.
You got clout, let me hear what it's about. Said you really different, took a different route. If you cooking up, can we taste it now? Without a doubt, it's that seasonable cloud. You got clout, let me hear what it's about. You got clout, let me hear what it's about. You got clout, let me hear what it's about. Without a doubt, it's that seasonable cloud.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Thaddeus Shade. This is Seasonable Clout. And this is episode 70, episode 71. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. I have the memory of a 75-year-old man being chased by a T-Rex. I can't remember nothing. In the type of panic, I won't remember a damn thing. But this is Seasonable Clout. I know that the date is December 6th. I know that the month is the 12th. It's December. It's 2023. And I always mention that because just in case somebody from the future, deep into the future,